Alright, welcome to Cooking with Mechaghostman2. Today I'm going to be showing you a sort of spicy, sauce, if you want to call it that, that I'll be making. The ingredients you will need is a vegetable oil, garlic salt, cayenne peppers, and oregano. You can use parsley if you wish. Now, first, you want to take about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and spread it in the pan. I'll get back to you as soon as I do that. Okay, now that it's spread pretty evenly across the bottom of the pan, you're going to want to take about 2 teaspoons of garlic salt, which would also equate to about 4 cloves of garlic, and pour it in there. If you're using garlic powder, I believe it's half a teaspoon of it. So I'll get back to you when I do that. Okay, so that's 2 tablespoons of garlic salt. Now you're going to want to take 1 tablespoon of oregano. I'll do that in a sec. Okay, and now 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne peppers. Or if you like it more spicy, go for more. But I can't handle too much, otherwise it'll overwhelm me and I won't be interested in eating it. So I'll do that in a sec. We can stir it up if we'd like. Get it all mixed in so that it's sort of distributed evenly throughout the pan. It just makes it easier to cook that way. It doesn't look good, but trust me, it tastes pretty decent. Okay. Now what you want to do is turn it up to a medium heat, in this case 5. And since today I'll be cooking noodles, although rice works really well with this as well, I'll be also putting that up on 5. And then you will have to watch and wait until this starts to bubble a little bit. And then you'll take it off the heat source after maybe a minute of that. You want to watch this thoroughly and regularly stir it. You don't want any of it to burn, otherwise you're going to have to start all over again. Once you go black, you never go back. That saying is true for food as well. The activated carbon, unless you like the taste of charcoal, doesn't make food taste very good. And so you're going to want to watch this closely because it doesn't take long before it starts to cook. Okay, maybe it took a little longer than a minute, but if you look closely, it's starting to bubble. And what that means is I'm going to take it away from the heat source. It's been probably about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. I'll turn the wrong burner. Turn the burner off. And then we can let that sit until the noodles start to cook. Then I could probably put this back on and turn it to a very low setting just before I put it in the noodles. I mean, you don't necessarily need to do that, but I don't know, I just feel like it should be better that way if I do. Okay, so after I've stirred in the noodles, now what we're going to do is we're going to put this hot stuff into the pan. You can use a spoon if you'd like, which I'm about to do. Alright, I've got it all mixed up with the noodles. Now it's time to put it on a plate. And then there's one last step, which isn't necessarily, but it's how I prefer it. Okay, this last step, Parmesan cheese. I didn't include it in the ingredients for the intro because it's not mandatory, but there's no specified amount. Just pour some on. Your intuition tells you, like a salt shaker. That should be good. All right, time to dig in. Peace. Well, yeah, I should give it a taste, shouldn't I? Well, here it goes. Pretty good. taste the garlic. You can also taste the hot peppers, but it's not overwhelming. It's just enough to be tasty. I assume you could use this recipe in various other pastas and soups. Now keep in mind this recipe was actually intended for about a pound of spaghetti. And I sort of changed the recipe a little bit, but these amounts are made for a pound of spaghetti. And so keep that in mind. I only made a plate full of spaghetti noodles without any other kind of sauce or anything. So keep that in mind. Peace.